You don't have to tiptoe. I'm wide awake.
You get much rest last night?
No, of course not. I'm not going to get any rest till we hear from Megan.
Yeah, I was up most of the night thinking about your dream and of Megan in Atlantic City, so I've decided to go down there today and see if I can find her.
Oh, Roger.
Well, that's where you think she is, isn't it?
Yes. Look, you don't know what you could be getting yourself into. Now I'm afraid for you.
This is a terrible idea.
Darling, we can't leave just yet. You just got here.
Renee, I know when something is right for me and when it isn't, and I really don't think...
Listen, I think we have to take this one step at a time. Now, you just take a big, deep breath, and you go over...
Renee, I know you're just trying to be nice, but I really can't take this. You have to take me home.
Atlantic Airplane 606 from Mendorra, now arriving at Gate 2.
I'll miss you too, Tina, but it won't be for long.
Jacques, I'm sorry. I thought you were...
Your husband, Cordero, yes? I figured as much. He's not here to meet our plane. The man is a fool.
Well, he's a very busy photographer. I'm sure he had some kind of unexpected assignment or something.
If you were my wife, and I had not seen you for weeks, I would be here, Jacques.
Maybe he's down in baggage claim.
Then I will leave you to find him. I must hurry to catch my connection to New York.
You know, Jacques, I am going to miss you these last 3 weeks.
I know. They've been a true adventure for me as well. But the best is yet to come, Tina.
I hope so. You promise to stay in touch?
I promise.
Honey?
Gord!
Hey. Sorry I'm late. I had a traffic problem.
Oh, that's all right, honey. Where's CJ?
Well, I came straight from the banner.
Oh, well, I'm just glad you're here. How's Viki?
Much better.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jacques. This is my husband, Cord.
A pleasure, mon ami. Tina's told me a great deal about you.
Oh, well, I wish you had done the same for you, amigo.
Oh, well, Jacques has been really a great friend to me.
Oh, he has?
Yeah. Yeah, I hired him in Milan. I did. He's the best. Really, he is. He was highly recommended by every wealthy lady in Milan.
Tina, perhaps you should tell your husband what it is I do.
Oh, I'd love to hear this.
Well, he's a private investigator. What did you think?
Northeast Air, flight 214 to New York, now boarding at Gate 10.
That's my flight. Cord, a pleasure. Tina, au revoir, chérie.
Well, stay in touch.
Let's hold off on the au revoirs here for a second. Why don't you tell me about this private investigator? Too sweet, huh?
Oh, honey, there's so much to say, I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah, well, why don't you start at the beginning and tell me now?
Well, I guess it all started in Milan.
Milan. Yeah, you're talking about when you were under house arrest, right?
Oh, no. Before that, see, I went shopping, and I accidentally went into this little antique shop where I stumbled on the lost Crown Jewels of Mendorra.
Crown Jewels?
Well, yeah, I didn't know what I had or anything, not until I started to do the decor for the Mendorran ballroom.
No, wait a minute. You went to Milan to work on the ballroom for the Milano Grand.
Well, yeah, because Michael wanted it in this grand Mendorran tradition, so I had to research and everything, and that's when... Here, hold it up. That's when... Oh, wrong pocket. That's when I found... Honey, hold it still.
Sorry.
It's when I found this.
Yeah? A book. Royal Heritage of Mendorra.
Right, yeah. See where the bookmark is right here?
Right.
See? There's pictures of all the jewels and histories. Honey, this goes back way back to one of those King Louis. I don't know which one and everything. And I mean, can you imagine these would have been lost in World War II if the king hadn't been so clever?
Tina, wait a minute. I'm sorry. This is too confusing even for you. So
Honey,
if you don't mind,
really
we can talk
simple.
about
See,
it.
the Nazis were going to take the jewelry, except that the king took it out of the country and he hid them. So you can imagine how excited I was when I realized
Tina,
I actually found
wait
them.
a minute. You're talking about all kinds of things.
Honey, that's why I hired Jacques to help me find the rest of the collection. See, and that's what we've been doing. And that's
Are you
what we've
listening
been
to yourself?
for.
You're talking about kings, you're talking about crown jewels, and you're talking about Nazis here, Tina.
Yeah, I know it's confusing. I know it is, but just think about it, honey. Think about all the money we could have, all our dreams come true.
Tina,
and all
wait a
the
minute.
power
Before you start
and
telling me
luxury.
another fairy tale story like we tell CJ before he goes to bed every night, I think we ought to
This
get
is
moving.
real life, if you just let me explain.
Fine, you can explain it later, all right? Because right now we got an entire family waiting to welcome you home.
Well, I know that. You're the one who wanted to find out about Jacques.
I know, and I'm almost sorry I asked, okay?
Well, let's go to Viki's then.
Yeah.
And then I want to go see CJ.
Okay, wait 1 second. Listen, I missed you, you know? I'm glad you're home.
I missed you, too. But wait till I tell you about the legend of all this.
Later.
Honey,
You can talk about legends later.
I will tell you now.
No, honey, you gotta...
I don't understand, Viki. Why be afraid for me?
If I'm right, and if Megan is in trouble, you could be walking into a very, very dangerous situation. Please be careful.
Okay, I appreciate your concern, but there's no danger. I'm hitching a ride on the WVLE news helicopter, and I'll be down in Atlantic City and back before anybody knows I'm gone.
I pray you bring Megan home with you.
If she's there, I'll do my best. Now, the best thing you can do is stop worrying about other people and worry about yourself for a change.
Well, I will have you know the doctors think that I am improved so much they're letting me go home today.
Well, that's great news to start the day with. And there'll be more coming, you'll see.
Roger. I'm very, very grateful to you. I want you to know that.
None of that. Megan's my child, too. Remember?
I hope your trip is successful.
You just relax. And I'll bring back good news as soon as I can.
Look, darling, if you leave now, you are never going to forgive yourself.
Well, it's better than falling to pieces in front of all these people.
You are not going to fall apart. I'm not going to let you. Honey, I'm going to be right here beside you, and you can lean on me real hard.
Oh, Sarah, Renee, I'm so glad you came.
Actually, Susan, would you mind terribly if I sat in on the first session, you know, kind of lend moral support?
Oh, of course not. If it makes Sarah feel more comfortable.
No, nothing about this makes me feel comfortable. In fact, I was just telling Renee, I don't think this is a good idea.
Oh, Sarah, I want you to take a look around. You see all the other women in this room? Each of them had to come here the first time to take that step from individual counseling to group. And you know, it wasn't easy for any of them.
They're just braver than I am.
Darling, that is just not true.
You know, Renee and I have more faith in you, Sarah, than you do. And once you meet these other women and you share your experience with them, I'm sure that it'll help heal you and help you come to terms with what happened to you.
What if I never come to terms with it? What if I can never get over what Austin did to me?
You know, it might seem impossible now, but you will.
Do the other victims of rape feel the same way?
Ah, now that's lesson number 1. They call themselves survivors, not victims. Let's take our seats, huh? It's time to begin. Sarah? Okay, ladies, I'd like to begin today's session by introducing a new member to our group. Well, better yet, I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi. My name's Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. And this is Sarah's friend, Renee. Hi, Renee. Hi. I think the best way for us to show you how we work together here is to just plunge in, okay? Leah, now you started talking at the end of last week's session. Would you like to pick up where you left off?
I just wanted everybody to know that I finally did it. I took myself out alone. Well, it may not seem like a big deal, but it was the first time since I've been out since I was attacked. I was terrified. That's putting it mildly.
So, Oscar, your client wants a raise? Why don't you ask him if he's aware of the fact that the character that he plays on this show is in a coma right now? Yeah. And that could end up being a permanent situation, Oscar. No, that's not a threat. I just don't like to see the tail try to start wagging the dog. You know what I mean? I think we've got some creative differences going, so once you figure them out, why don't you call me back, okay?
Bad time, I can always come back.
No. I've always got time for you, big brother. Can you give me a second? Yes, Michelle. Yeah. No, I saw the costumes on the monitor, and I hated them. So tell Beatrice that I want to see her right away. Or just, as a matter of fact, hold all my calls and Beatrice right now until my brother leaves. Okay? Thanks. This is one of those days.
I thought life was hectic at Landfair.
You know, let me be honest with you. Those craziest things get around here. I love this. All the nutty personalities, the decisions, the pace, everything. Great coffee. You want coffee?
Yes, thanks. Well, I'm glad to hear you enjoy your work. I hope I won't be pulling you away from the love of your life today.
Oh, no. The love of my life is Sarah.
Oh, well, then I won't be pulling you away from her. All you got to do is bring her along with you to the party at Landfair.
What party?
Well, the one I'm throwing for you and your fiancé. Call it an impromptu engagement party for you. And since Tina's coming home from Mendorra, then we can also call it a welcoming home party. Kind of an all-purpose family celebration. What do you say?
I say it's great. Does Sarah love it, too?
Good. Then, shall we say 2 o'clock?
Yeah, 2. Two's great.
Good.
What about Viki?
Well, that's another good reason to celebrate. I'm picking her up at the hospital. And if she's not too tired, I'm sure she'll want to make an appearance and kiss the bride and groom. Future bride and groom.
Well, whatever you say, but if you would rather make this another day, that's no...
No. It has to be the day. All right, there's another reason why I'm throwing a party. I'm hoping that it'll take Viki's mind off of some other things.
Look, I know she's upset about Megan taking off for a few days, but
no,
really,
it's more than that. It's more than that. She's got it in her head that Megan is...
What? Megan's what?
She thinks that Megan is turning into another personality.
What, you kidding me? Someone like Nikki Smith?
Yes, exactly. Exactly like Nikki Smith. Now, you might find this hard to believe. Frankly, I'm having a hard time believing it myself, but... Bo. Viki had a dream. A very powerful dream while she's been recovering in the hospital.
A dream?
Yes, a dream. Except to Viki, it is real. It is reality. She is convinced that Megan has turned into the character she plays on your show, Ruby Bright.
Ruby?
Yes, Ruby. She's convinced of it. She's convinced that Megan, as Ruby, has run off to Atlantic City, is going to get messed up in some murder, and then winds up getting locked up in Mountain View Sanitarium.
Clint, maybe the medication that they've been giving her, maybe that's causing her to hallucinate.
No,
something
it's
like
more than that. She is convinced that the dream is coming true.
Well, did you try to talk her out of it?
Of course I tried to talk her out of it. But I think someone is doing their best to encourage her fears. Good old Roger Gordon.
He cares about Viki.
Yes, a little too much, maybe. Anyway, Viki is worrying herself sick thinking about Megan, and she should be thinking about taking care of herself, thinking about getting well. I thought I'd gotten through to her yesterday, but when I stopped by to see her in the hospital today, those fears are still there. Ta-da!
Tina! Oh, darling. Oh, if you don't mind my hugging you, I hope it's okay, because I'm going to do it anyway.
She practically insisted that we come here directly from the airport.
Oh, well, can you blame me after I heard you were kidnapped and then almost killed by Austin?
Well, sweetheart, I'm fine now, as you can see. In fact, they're letting me go home today.
Oh, thank goodness.
Hey, that's great news, Viki.
Yes, that is great news. Tell me about your mysterious adventure.
Mysterious?
Well, now, what would you call it? I mean, you finally get your passport back. You're allowed to leave Italy, but instead of coming home, you go to Mendorra.
Oh, that. That's a long story.
Yeah, a very, very long story, so we don't need to bore you with that now.
Oh, but I'll bore you later. I mean, I'll tell you about it later. When you get out of the hospital. What? You didn't tell me about if you liked the bracelet.
The bracelet?
Yeah, the one I sent you from Italy, the one with the big opal in it.
Honey, didn't Cord tell you?
Tell me what?
Honey, that bracelet never got to Viki because it was stolen from me.
Stolen?
Yes, and it's a long story that I can explain to you later, all right?
No. Cody, you don't know what you've done here. You don't know what you've allowed to happen.
Tina, honey, what are you doing?
No, I gotta call the police, and then I gotta call Jacques.
Whoa, honey, just calm down for a second here because you're gonna upset Viki for no reason, okay?
No, really. reason? Honey, we have got to get that jewelry back.
Darling, I don't understand.
Well, that makes two of us, Viki. Don't worry about this, all right? You just relax and get some rest. We'll see you a little bit later. Tina, I'd like to talk to you in the hall,
Honey.
please. Now, please. We'll see you.
Honey, we are wasting time. We got to get that jewelry back.
Girl, if you would just hush up for 2 seconds, I could tell you that I got the bracelet back already.
Oh, honey, you did. Thank goodness. I've been so scared.
It's fine, except for that one big opal it's missing.
The opal? Honey, that is part of the lost Crown Jewels of Mendorra. We got to get that back or all our dreams are going to be ruined.
Side effects? Well, when we change the medication and increase the dosage, there can be some unexpected results, Jamie.
Dan is asking if you've noticed anything different.
No, I feel fine. But I'd appreciate it if you could do something about the spiders that keep coming into my room. Spiders, Jamie? There must be a million of them. They crawl in through the window. Rows and rows of them. Well, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to check in with Dr. Previn about this. The head shrink? I like him. Be sure to give him my best. I sure will, Jimmy.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Do they give Daisy Awards for the best performance in a padded cell?
I'm referring to the medication that Dan has been giving you, or trying to. How can you go on avoiding him?
I slip it behind my tongue and then dispose of it. You see, Grams, I've made myself quite comfortable here in the mental ward, and you will be too when the time comes.
I'm hoping it doesn't.
Now, you don't want to ruin our plan. It won't be long before we bust out of this hellhole. But first, you've got to get yourself transferred in here with me.
Jamie, about this plan of yours, I really
No second thoughts. Unless you're in here with me, you'll never be able to escape.
How can I pass myself off as certifiable?
It's easy. People do it all the time. They spend their lives being crazy and acting normal. You just reverse the process. For instance...
Stop it. It just isn't me. I can't engage in these pathetic theatrics.
Let me remind you of what lies waiting for us on the other side of those walls. A king's ransom in treasure. And that's not just an expression. We're talking real kings and real treasure. But if you prefer to stay here in Statesville and press license plates...
I can't do it!
Grams?
Don't call me that. I'm not anybody's grandmother. I'm a woman who's had enough!
What are you doing?
Yeah, wait. I mean it. Don't come near me. Don't! I can't live like this any longer. Not one more minute!
Grams, no! Grams, give me that before you hurt yourself.
That's the idea, isn't it? They can take away my freedom.
Help!
And they
Please,
can take
somebody!
away my dignity.
I need help
But
in
I
here!
at least have control over my own life. I can end it.
Elizabeth, stop. Don't do that.
It's a small price to pay for ending this torture.
Grams, as long as we're alive, there's still hope.
Hope for what? No pain, more humiliation. I can't bear seeing my grandson languishing in this ward, and I can't live another day behind these walls.
Now, Elizabeth, please, let me help you.
No one can help me. I have given birth to a family of monsters, and God help me, I'm the greatest monster of them all.
Dan, do something! Elizabeth, if you love your grandson, you won't abandon him now. Now, when he needs you more than
better
ever.
off without me.
No, that's not true. Jamie would be lost here without you. You know that. He's telling the truth, Grams. Listen to him. What if you could spend more time with Jamie? What if you could be here every day with him to help him get better?
Words. Nobody cares about us.
Elizabeth, I care. The nurses care. Now, please, put the glass down and let us help you hope again. Grams, please listen to him. Maybe there is some kind of hope for us after all.
Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm so ashamed.
There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Get my medical bag.
You're gonna be fine. Dan's the best.
Now, Elizabeth, I just want to examine you just to make sure that you're okay.
All right. I'm in your hands now.
Do you think that Megan will be back on the set in a week and a half?
No reason not to. Megan is a pro. When it comes time to come back to work, she's going to show up here.
Well, I can't tell you how good that makes me feel to hear you say that. Now, if I can just get Viki to relax about it.
Well, when Megan calls in to confirm her schedule, why don't I call Viki and let her know? How'd that be?
I'd really appreciate that, Bo. Thanks. Thanks. Well, about that party this afternoon. You sure Sarah's going to be up to it?
Yeah, I don't know why she wouldn't be. She's doing everything she can right now to put that whole Austin ordeal behind her. She's at a counseling session this morning.
Oh, boy, that takes a lot of guts. Probably going to bring up some painful memories.
Well, according to her rape counselor, that's the only way that she's going to be able to put these memories in the back. And she's working so hard right now to just get control of her life. She's gone back to work herself. In fact, our life has become like this boring, domesticated couple. It seems
boring, domesticated, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Not that we don't have any fun. We have a lot of fun. It's just that I know that once we get married, it's going to be even better.
Well, if any two people deserve that kind of happiness, it's you and Sarah.
Well, thank you. Thank you. But you don't have to tell me how lucky I am. I swear, every morning, I wake up and I look at this beautiful little lady lying there, and I don't care if I see her picture, if I see her, whatever. I just get this feeling that comes over me.
Kind of like you want to do handsprings, backflips, swing from chandelier.
Yeah, yeah. How do you know about that?
I didn't just fall off a turnip truck, you know. I've been there, Bo. I've been there. Of course, now Viki and I are boring and domesticated. Anyway, there's no reason why the two of you can't still go a little crazy if you want to.
Yeah, but not right now. I don't want to scare her off.
You're not going to scare her off. I'll tell you, once you walk down that aisle and you say your I do's, you're going to be able to let all those feelings just come rushing up out of you. And you can make a damn fool out of yourself if you want to.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Can I tell you something? I can't wait.
And it may not lead to anything permanent, but that's not important right now. I just need to know that I can be with a man and trust him.
Robin, I can't speak for the others, but it sure sounds to me as though you took a big step forward. Congratulations.
Is he someone you can talk to about anything?
Do you mean about my attack? Well, I told him, and he was very supportive.
What else is he going to be? He could have run away, like my Darryl.
Well, you know, the important thing is that Robin was honest about her feelings, with herself first of all. Then she took the chance to share these feelings with someone else. Sarah, what do you think?
Well, I think it's very difficult to open up to a man. To anyone, really, for that matter.
Yeah, well, that's why we're here.
I think my feelings are a lot like Robin's. I'm afraid I'm never going to be able to completely give myself to a man. Yeah, I mean, really be close. See, I've recently become engaged.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I love him with all my heart. He has been so patient and understanding. But, since the rape, we haven't made love.
Sarah, do you think that the group should know that there have been certain other circumstances?
As a result of the rape, I became pregnant. And I lost the baby. I physically have gotten over it. I mean, I can make love if I...
If you want to.
Do you want to, Sarah?
Part of me does. My fiancé, his name is Beau. He has been very understanding with me through this whole thing, and I'm so afraid that I'm just not going to be able to show him how much I love him. I'm so afraid I'm never going to be able to completely give myself to the man that I love.
How is she, Dan? Is she going to be all right? Well, I've given her a sedative. It should forestall another attack. Attack of what? What's wrong with her? Well, there's nothing to worry about, Jamie. I think that your grandmother should stay with us for a little while, and I know that Dr. Previn will approve of that. Look, can I stay with her while you go and talk to the doctor? I don't think so, Jamie. I don't think it's a very good idea. Dan, please. I'm the only one she trusts. All right. Just make sure that she gets as much rest as she can, then. What she needs is a standing ovation. Grabs, you were great. You even had me going for a while.
Praise from Caesar is praise indeed. And now, if you can do something about this fog in my eyes.
You heard Dan. It's just a mild sedative. I could kiss you. We do kiss, don't we?
Only on state occasions.
Well, we'll save that one for the day of our escape. In the meantime, relax and let Dan's drug take its effects.
Oh, dear, I could use some sleep.
That's it. Dream beautiful dreams. Dream of the crown jewels of Mendorra. Opals and rubies, emeralds and diamonds.
All right, Lonnie, I think the chandelier is ready for its place of honor.
You guys know what to do? Do it.
Now, just be careful. It's a precious object, Dart.
Come on. Yeah. You really outdid yourself, boss. What a brilliant place to hide that diamond.
I don't want compliments, Lonnie. I want results.
What'd I do?
Nothing. Jamie Sanders made it clear that Megan Gordon is a threat to us.
Yeah, but look...
She was sent to Statesville by the Buchanans just to ruin our plans.
Look, Jamie always thinks that, but
Jamie doesn't think he knows. Now, your job was to take care of the Gordon dame and get rid of her.
Well, I tried, boss, but let me explain.
No more excuses. Now you find them, and now.
Oh, pardon.
Get the hell out, pal. We're closed.
Just give me a minute or two. Listen, my name's Roger Gordon. I'm looking for my daughter, Megan.
Let the men go, Lonnie. There seems to have been a misunderstanding.
You might put it like that.
Now, please accept my apologies, Mr. Gordon. Here at the casino, security has to be tight. I'm Russell Price. This is my over-anxious assistant, Lonnie. Of course, I know your daughter. We met at a photo shoot she did here some time ago. But I haven't seen her in Atlantic City since that day.
Well, I was afraid you might say that. Thank you very much, Mr. Price.
No, wait, please. I read about the incident at the Crystal Towers in Landview. Your daughter has recovered, I hope.
Well, it's been quite an ordeal for her. Her mother and I are afraid that she's suffering some sort of nervous breakdown because of it. Quite possibly passing herself off as someone named Ruby Bright. If you see her, as herself or Ruby, I'd appreciate it if you'd give me a call at WVLE in Landview. Here's my card.
Mr. Gordon, you have my word. I'll keep a sharp eye out for your daughter.
Honey, it's really simple. You see, it all started with King Ferdinand of Mendorra.
No, wait a minute. He's the fellow who took the jewels out of town so that the Nazis couldn't get them, right?
Very good. See, he was going to bring him back and restore him, but unfortunately he died before the Nazis left.
Oh, and don't tell me, the secret of the jewels died with him.
Well, that's what everybody thinks, except that I found them. And if I found one that easily, then I'm sure I can find the rest of them that easily, too.
Tina, I can't...
Honey, just think, it's 4 jewels. Just an opal, a diamond, a ruby, and an emerald. Just think what that could mean to us.
Honey, no offense, all right? But I don't care what it means. Our adventure is me, you, little CJ, our brand new home, and our friends and our family.
Honey, don't you see that's why this is so important to me? Just think what it would mean to us and our son.
Honey, all it means is trouble. Lord, look what happened to...
Happened to what? You didn't even tell me how that bracelet was stolen.
I didn't want to get into that, Tina, but... Well, it looks like I don't have much of a choice. All right, you want to know how it was stolen? A woman named Isadora LeCourbe stole it. Now, do you know her? Have you heard of her?
Isadora LeCourbe? No, I don't think I've ever heard of her, but I'll tell you what. You give me a description, and Jacques will find her.
Oh, well, I guarantee your private eye is not going to find this woman.
Honey, he is the best if he has a description.
Honey, I don't care how good he is. She is dead. Shortly after she ripped me off, after she took the bracelet from me, she was found floating in the Landview River. You understand me?
Oh, my God.
Now do you understand why I want you to abandon this treasure hunt of yours, Tina? Because if you don't, you could very well end up being the next casualty.
So, a woman died and was in the river.
You know, she didn't just up and die, Tina. She was murdered.
Okay, she was murdered. Look, that's why I hired Jacques. If there's anything dangerous, he will take care of it. That's why he went to New York to see if there's any new leads.
Are you listening to yourself? Dangerous. New leads. Private investigators. Tina, I don't care how far you distance yourself from this thing. If you stay close to it, you're going to be involved and you're going to be in trouble.
And some things are worth the risk.
Worth sacrificing your life? Damn it, girl, you are not Indiana Jones. You are a wife, you are a mother, and you are a pretty damn good interior decorator. Why is that not enough for you?
Honey, this whole thing just fell in my lap. Am I supposed to ignore it?
Yes, Tina. For once in your life, resist the urge, all right? Because you got a little boy upstairs who's taking a nap right now, a little fella who has been missing you something fierce the whole time that you have been gone. And you got a loving husband standing in front of you right now who would like a little attention himself.
Honey, I know that, but you don't understand what this could do for us. Honey, we could live the kind of life that other people only dream about.
Listen to me. My dreams revolve around you and CJ and our beautiful new home that we got being built right up there on the mountain. Honey, please, I'm asking you, I'm begging you, give up this fairy tale in Mendorra. We don't need diamonds or opals to be happy, honey. All we need is each other. We've got that right now, right here.
Jamie?
Shh. You gave them a great performance today, and you're entitled to rest on your laurels.
That phone call, who was it?
It's from our friend Russell Price, with good news. Megan Gordon's father paid him a visit at the casino.
Roger Gordon? Oh, good Lord, more trouble.
No, that's just it. It seems Megan has had some kind of a mental break, so she may not even know who she is.
I don't understand.
It's simple. Now we know why Megan was claiming to be Ruby Bright. She wasn't part of some conspiracy the Buchanans had against us. She was just running an errand for her pal Marco.
Then nobody knows about our plan.
That's right. There's only one person who stands between us and the Crown Jewels. Tina Roberts. And she's too stupid to even know we're after them.
Don't underestimate Tina.
I know. She's not too bright, but she's extremely lucky. Lucky enough to get her hands on the opal, but that was all taken care of.
One more jewel.
I haven't forgotten. My people have been keeping tabs on Tina for weeks now. If she's lucky enough to get her hands on that last jewel, I'll have them stop her dead in her tracks.
Oh?
Oh, guess who I was just thinking about? Oh, I have missed you so much.
Sweetheart.
Here, come here. Just sit down. Sit down. So, tell me, how was your group session?
Oh, I'm a little tired.
Well, of course, because this was the first one.
Yeah.
And you're used to Susan already. So how were the other ladies? Did you like them?
Yeah, they were really nice.
Nice.
They were
And-
helpful, very helpful.
Good. How? Come on, Sarah, come on. I'm really interested in this. So, did they do all the talking, or were you able to volunteer anything?
Well, it was hard. You know, there were so many new faces, but Susan and Renee were really supportive, and eventually I was able to participate.
Well, great. That's good. Good. When you say you were able to participate, what exactly do you mean by that?
Well, I listened to their stories.
And then they listened to your story?
You don't really talk that much your first time in group. Honey, it was a pretty intense morning. I don't really want to talk about it anymore, okay? Anyway, I'm more interested in you.
And me? Well, me, there's nothing too fascinating about me.
Oh, I don't know about that. Judging by the look of your desk, I think you've been working pretty hard this morning. How's the show going?
Well, the show is in great shape. The ratings are up. We're guests of honor at a party today.
What party?
Clint came by and he invited us to Landfair. There's a combination welcome home party for Tina, plus an informal engagement party for us. So, if you feel up to it.
Yeah, that's lovely. What about Viki?
Well, that's more reason to celebrate. Clint's going to pick her up from the hospital today.
That's great. So the whole family's going to be together.
Yeah. Of course, I can call Clint if you want to hold off on this and just take a rain check. We can go home, spend some quality time alone together in our own cozy little house. We can always find something to do.
No. That's okay. I mean, I think if Clint was nice enough to come over, we should definitely go.
Yeah, but Clint will understand if you don't feel like it.
No. You know how much I love parties, especially if I can share it with you.
Well, then, you know what this means, though. You're gonna have to stand up in front of the whole world and tell them exactly what this little ring means.
A little ring?
We're not gonna be just sharing parties anymore, Sarah. We are gonna be sharing the rest of our lives. Mrs. Bo Buchanan. Now, if that bothers you, I think you better speak now or forever hold your peace.
Roger, true to your word. What did you find out in Atlantic City?
Well, Viki, you should know I gave it my best shot. I went right to Price's casino. That's the place where Megan did her character study of Ruby Bright.
What did you find her?
I came up empty-handed.
That's impossible.
I spoke to Russell Price himself, the owner of the casino. He said he hadn't seen Megan in Atlantic City since her publicity shoot.
But she wouldn't look like Megan. She's going to look like Ruby Bright.
He hasn't seen Ruby Bright. I also checked out some of the other casinos on the Strip. Some of John Russell's contacts have been looking for her.
Well, that's good. Clint said he was going to call him.
No one has seen her.
Well, did you talk to the other people at Price's casino? Have they seen her? What did they say?
No, the casino was temporarily closed, and half of the employees weren't even there.
That's it. You see, if you go back there tomorrow, I know that's where she's going to show up. I know it.
I gave Russell Price my number at the TV studio to call me if he sees Megan or Ruby.
Well, that's not good enough. Even if she's spotted, she's going to vanish by the time you get there. No, you've got to go yourself.
No, Viki, you have to stop. Now, this isn't going to help us find Megan. This isn't going to help you either.
Roger, you don't understand. She's our daughter, and she is in trouble, and we have to find her. You have to call the police.
Viki,
please, please, promise me that you'll call the police. Don't you see, we've got to find her before... Oh, God, I'm so afraid for her.
Honey, listen, I know that I have upset you, all right? And I am truly sorry about that. But I hope you understand where it's coming from. I hope you know that I did it because...
Because you love me.
That's right, honey, I do. Come here. Please try to understand.
I do. These jewels are, like, really beautiful, and all that money would be even more beautiful. But I guess you and CJ are more beautiful to me than that. So, you two will be my crown jewels, and I don't need anything else. I'll get it. Hello?
Ah, Tina. It's Jacques. I'm glad I caught you.
Jacques, I'm glad you called. I have to tell you something.
Don't worry. As soon as I unpack, I'll start to follow up on all our leads.
Well, that's just it. Don't bother to unpack. I'm calling the search off.
Tina, we're so close.
Well, we may be, but right now I'm very close to what I really want. So I'll send you a check.
You're the boss. But I have some additional information. I think you ought to see it.
Well, just include that with the bill, because right now I don't even want to think about the Crown Jewels of Mendorra. So, listen, Jacques, thank you so much for all your help. And, ciao.
Ciao, Tina. Honey, I am proud of you.
Oh, I am too. Just why don't I feel any better?
Oh, honey, come on. Sometimes doing the right thing, it has its rewards, you know?